Hello people of YouTube, today I'm going to be making a Halloween tutorial on how to do this right here. It's kind of like a zombie bite slash infection slash scab slash burn, whatever you want to make it. And it's a really cool thing with Halloween because this is stuff I use from the drugstore or from Walmart. And it is just one of my first times doing it. So let's get to the tutorial, eh? Okay, for this tutorial, you are going to need a bottle of liquid latex. Well, not really a bottle, but you're gonna need some. A sponge, preferably a makeup sponge, and any kind of body kind of paints that go with the colors red, black, like a purple brown tone, or grayish white. And maybe these, I got all of these at Walmart actually, and this is the zombie collection, and this one is for vampires. And a bottle of fake blood, whatever kind of blood you have. This one was at Walmart too, and it cost $1. This is all stuff you can get at Walmart too, again. Coffee grounds and toilet paper. Make sure to split it down the middle so you don't have seams. Let's get started. I'll be doing this on my forearm right here, so let's get started. First, you're going to have to apply several coats of liquid latex to the area you're going to be doing the kind of scab looking thing. I don't know what to call it actually. Several coats. This is going to take me a while, so I'm going to stop in after the several coats. After you apply several coats of the liquid latex, you start off with one piece of the toilet paper and you pat it down on the area. And put it in the place where you actually want it. Set it down, and then you're going to get more of the liquid latex and pat over the piece of toilet paper to cover it completely with latex. This is going to take a little bit longer, so I'll come back to it after I'm done. Okay, right now it should resemble kind of like a white kind of paste thing. And I'm going to be getting more of the toilet paper. I'm going to be making it into a ball, so I can put it on top to make it look like a blister or like a really deep scab, so it looks like it has some swelling. And I'll just place one little ball right here. And then I'm going to go again and cover it with latex. And when you're covering it with latex, you really got to soak it in and kind of like spread it out so it doesn't leave any seams or it doesn't like fall off. And right now, it should resemble like a white kind of paste. Oh, did I say that already? Okay. Get more of the latex and completely cover it. This is since I'm only doing a small area, I'm gonna pat it up and down just so it gets a little bit of some tears in it, if you can see, and go a little bit more around it, so just a little bit more covering. And now I'm going to wait for it to dry. I'll be back when it dries. Okay, right now it has completely dried. So I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm going to get more of the latex and pat it around again. Because it might be dried, but I'm just making sure there's an extra coating and it's going to go good for the next part. This part might sound weird, but we're going to get our coffee grounds when it's wet. And we're going to sprinkle it onto on where you're putting your little cut, whatever, and I'm kind of like swirling it a little bit. That makes sense, and getting a little bit more that fell off, and putting that also on it. It should look something like this. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but you'll see in a minute. Then I'm gonna shake off the other bits and clean off my fingers because now that's disgusting. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the wet sponge I have and dab more of the latex on it just so we can bring out the color and make it wet and it stays. We're going to have to wait again for it to dry because this one we need fully dry so we can put the colors on it. Be right back. Okay, it has completely dried right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little color palette here and get this reddish brown color with my finger because that's how I do it. And I'm going to start going around like all around it like the sides and the, well, pretty much like do a circle around the whole kind of cut with this brown kind of color and making it really big. And also, when I stopped the camera, I got some water and I dabbed it just so we could bring out that yellow color a little bit more. Yeah, I know, kind of weird. Let's get more of that color. I like this color. The brown is supposed to represent like really kind of deep scabbing and utter, just pretty much, it's supposed to look disgusting. And it's supposed to and also add maybe like a little bit of a bruising kind of effect. Can I wipe this off? My methods are a little bit messy. Okay, right now we have like that brown base. Now I'm gonna go to this kind of purplish color, get it with my finger, and I'm going to get it on my thumb and my little index finger, and I'm gonna dab around it. Dab all around the same area so it has more like a bruising. And I'm also gonna go a little bit onto the scab itself, and I'm gonna push up just so we could bring up some of those coffee grounds and a little bit of the toilet paper so it looks like really like teared and ripped maybe. Okay, wipe off my finger again. Okay, now I'm gonna go to this white, and the white is gonna be used for highlighting and definition. What that means is what we're gonna do is so it doesn't look so like you could tell it's painted on so far. We're gonna go to that white color and we're gonna get a lot of it. And what I'm gonna do is get the same on my thumb and index, and I'm gonna pat certain areas where I want more definition. Like pretty much all around again, and onto the cut itself. And I'm gonna wipe my finger off again. And right now it looks pretty weird, I know that. But you'll see what's gonna happen at the end, which makes it completely pop. Now I'm gonna get my black, like just like a black paint. You could also use like eyeshadows and lipsticks. That's what I used when I made my first one. So yeah, so I'm gonna get some of this black right here. And where I made that little bump, I'm gonna just put it all on top of there. Just all on top of there. And I'm gonna get the rest of it and just dab it all around a little bit. Just so it can make it look like some areas are more scab than others. So yeah. And so it looks like a little bit more infected. I'm gonna go right back. I'm gonna get this kind of green color, which is like a mild dull down lime kind of green, and I'm only getting a teeny bit of it. And I'm gonna go around the edges of the bruising. And I'm kind of tapping it just so it looks like it's more blended out. So you see it's kind of like, what's the word? It's more toned in. I'm going to say it like that. I know that may not sound right, but it does to me. And I'm going to do this a few times just to get more definition and saying, oh, that looks really bruised. Okay. And now I'm going to get a few more coffee grounds again from the thing and just sprinkle it just to get more of a scab appearance. And now I'm going to get like this gray toned white on my other finger. And I'm again going to just dab it all around. I know right now it looks more white and it doesn't look as like realistic, or like you're like, what are you doing? That doesn't look like what it showed in the beginning. But now I'm going to get my fake blood. This is the last step. And I'm actually just gonna spread it all around. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm gonna just get the blood onto it and start dabbing it all around. Get a little bit more blood. I love the blood. Makes it look a little bit more gory. And then I'm just adding that all around. This is only like $3-4 Halloween makeup I got from Walmart. And this blood, when it dries, it looks more like a Kool-Aid stain, but it still makes the scab look pretty good. Right now it's pretty wet still. But if you want to get like more like realistic, I recommend like scab blood or Ben 9, kind of like edible blood. That makes sense. This is the final result, and when it dries, it should look much better. What do you think? And there's some staining. I hope you like this tutorial. Well, I hope you like this video. Here's the ending result. Kind of has the infection. I didn't really blend it that well because I'm only using my finger, you saw. And when it does dry, it'll look something like these. These are old ones I've done. Like, that one looks the weirdest. And it's also really good for Halloween. If you want some tips, or if you want to do it on your face, make sure to block out like places where you have hair with Vaseline, because latex does pull out your hair and it hurts when it does. And you don't want to be missing one eyebrow. And when you do try to take them off, start trying to peel slowly from like the top and then going down, just so you can get the full thing if you want to keep it. But if you want to throw it away, that's okay too. And also warning, don't try to put it next to your mouth because some of this stuff isn't edible, so not good to ingest. So I hope you like this video. Happy Halloween. Bye.